Let's scrapbook this layout together. First, we're going to start with our background sheets, and we're going to pull out Chestnut Drive 3A, 3B, and we're going to do a across look so you can see that one of the sides pairs perfectly with each other. Now then we're going to pull out two 4x6 pictures and place them on our left side, and we're going to use widget number 7 multiple different ways throughout this layout to frame our pictures. Then we're going to place some embellishments using our blossom number 5 flower, which is just a fun wildflower, and also the bundle up number 5. On the right side, we're going to place 3 4x6s tucked into the border, similar design as our left side. And then we're going to pull out the heart-to-heart, a la carte designer templates, and we're going to use a couple different places, and we're also going to use blossom flower. We're going to mirror it on the right side as well here in a moment. And if you know what title cards you're going to use, it's always nice to keep these in mind. When you're designing and adding your embellishments, you could cut those out and add them to your page, lay them with your designer templates. After you design your layout using the designer templates, we're going to trace, cut, ink, replace. I am going to show how to trace out this more intricate flower, the blossom. First, you're going to trace around it, hold it down with your hand, and then just use a pencil to trace it out. Detach it from your paper, and then we're going to cut around the edges. And you can see how I'm kind of using my left hand to glide the paper through my cutting hand. And I'm just gliding it up and down on this flower because it is a circular design. So this one, you don't necessarily clip, you just kind of move up and down and around. And then again, we're gonna mirror that flower over on the right side. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it on the right side for a moment. And then we're going to add just another layer or two from the widget accessory set, number 2 and number 3, and then just see what our title looks like once we kind of put that in. And again, we're going to use the widget number 7 in a few different places you're going to see. So you would cut those out a few different times for that one. Now, really quickly, I do want to share just a tip on cutting the border out. In this case, usually we recommend doing one cut up the middle, but because the heart paper design is only one direction, and we did a cross design with our borders, not a top bottom or left right, we did a bottom bottom, then what you would want to do is trace each one of these out separately. And so I traced out the edge, and then I'm just going to do a straight cut where I made those marks, because the designer template, if you do an across design and line it up on that one edge, the width of the designer template will match. So you can just cut it the width of the border and then trace out each of those wave designs separately in this case. And then of course, again, it'll match up on one of those sides, so you can put them back in the across border design like you see here. And of course, we would continue to trace and cut each element out, but that will give you a good start on this layout. And then of course, just inking those edges, replacing them. So trace, cut, ink, replace. And even on these more intricate patterns, I love using a dauber because you can pull back and kind of get into those cracks and get it all inked up and hide any blemishes or pencil line that you might have as well. And then for the most part, you'll want to add a 1/2 inch strip along the top of the borders, give it a nice finished touch. And then we're going to cut out the rest of the layers with the pattern papers that you see in this picture. And so we're going to cut out another flower. So we're going to mirror that design a little bit from our left to our right. And then same thing with the widget frame. We're going to frame a few of our photos. We can't wait to see what you played to create. Make sure to share it with us using #CreateWithKiwiLane. And until next time, we will see you in the community.